iOS 26 absolutely changes everything for the iPhone. Apple has just announced it here at WWDC 2025, and I got the incredible privilege to have an early hands-on look with iOS 26. By the end of this video, you'll find out features that Apple didn't talk about that will probably blow your mind. So let's start everything off with liquid glass. Everybody is absolutely freaking out about this beautiful redesign. Because yes, iOS 26 has been massively overhauled. The whole UI now has this beautiful translucent material that reacts to your wallpaper, lighting, or even motion. It doesn't only reflect, but also refract everything behind it. It's not static. It kind of breathes, shimmers, and even shines. I mean, I personally love it. Now, when we're talking that everything has been redesigned, from the buttons, the icons, the sliders, the bars, everything is kind of alive now. It is by far the biggest redesign that the iPhone has had since iOS 7. I'd honestly love to know what you think about liquid glass in the comments down below. So in terms of new features, let's talk about the lock screen for just a second. Because now the time in your lock screen kind of adapts depending on your wallpaper. So if you have different photos as wallpapers and you keep shuffling between them, the time will intelligently rearrange itself according to the photo itself, all using obviously machine learning and AI. Now with iOS 18, Apple brought the ability to bring dark mode and color tinted icons to iOS. But now we have one more, which is clear. So all the apps, icons, and even widgets will have this clear design. It is exactly like visionOS, but brought to the iPhone. Now let's talk about the camera app for just a second. The camera app has basically gotten extremely simplified. Now when you open it, you're simply going to have two different options, whether you want to shoot video or photo. And then if you slightly swipe to the right or to the left, you're gonna have all the different options. So from spatial, panoramas, portrait mode, etc. And then on the top right, you're gonna have a new option for different parameters for your camera. So from flash, exposure, etc. The Photos app was something that everybody highly criticized, and Apple grabbed all of this criticism and actually did something about it. It now has a completely redesigned layout. You basically have two different tabs now between library and collections. So all of your different albums, collections, shared albums will all go to collections, and your library is just basically your photo. Apple has also released a feature that kind of blows my mind, and it's obviously inspired by the Apple Vision Pro. Spatial scenes is what Apple calls it, and it basically converts any photo into a 3D image. It's absolutely incredible the way that it works. You kind of shift it like this, and you can see it kind of that it's 3D. It's a very, very cool effect. And the cool thing about it is that if you add that specific photo as your wallpaper, every time that you wake up your phone, you're going to be able to see that image as a 3D wallpaper, which is a very, very cool effect. Now, I didn't have a chance to check this out, but if you're a big fan of CarPlay, as I know I am, we have tons of new features like having widgets right in our CarPlay experience. Live activities are also now available inside of CarPlay. So if you ordered an Uber Eats and you're waiting for it to come home, you'll be able to see the tracking of it right in your car. You can now also tap back a message straight from CarPlay and so much more. I'm obviously going to make an entire video on everything new inside of Apple CarPlay, so hit subscribe if you're interested in that. Let's move on to Apple Intelligence, which is basically one of the stars of the show here at WWDC 2025. Live translation is probably the biggest deal. So inside of iMessage, phone, and FaceTime, your iPhone using Apple Intelligence will be able to live translate conversations for you. For example, inside of iMessage, if someone sends you a message in a different language, it will be able to translate it for you. When you're in FaceTime, you'll be able to have a full-on conversation with someone from a different language, and it will live translate it for you. This unlocks so many possibilities in terms of talking to people in different languages. It's honestly one of my favorite new features. And obviously the same thing goes to the phone app. Now, Visual Intelligence has also gotten some upgrades. Now, if we take a screenshot on our iPhone, in the bottom, we'll have a couple new options with Visual Intelligence. You can do a bunch of things. For example, you can tap to an event and add it to your calendar. You can ask ChatGPT info about the image that you screenshotted, or you can even search on Google or compatible apps that you have on your iPhone. Let's say you took a screenshot of a lamp, and that's the example that Apple made. You'll be able to ask info about it, where you can buy it, or even a Pinterest. If you've got Pinterest, for example, you can have some more inspiration on that specific lamp. I honestly think Visual Intelligence in screenshots is where it should have been in the very beginning. This will be incredibly, incredibly useful. Image Playground also has some new styles, including the integration with ChatGPT, which is honestly one of my favorite image generation tools. It also offers new styles like pixel art, 3D, and even oil painting, which is interesting. Apple Genmoji also now allows you to create new emojis from text and mixing combinations. So let's say you have one specific emoji and you want another one, you can kind of combine both of them into one, which is, I mean, I guess a lot of fun. Moving on to the phone and the messages app, which have gotten big overhauls. The phone app now has a beautiful unified layout with favorites, recents, and voicemail, kind of in this all-in-one design. We have tons of really useful features here in terms of phone, starting off with call screening, which basically picks up the phone for you and asks who's calling. AI will do this, which is unbelievable, and then show you a summary. So maybe you think someone is kind of spamming you. The AI will have a conversation with that person and you'll be able to see it live, so you don't need to get in that conversation every single time. Hold Assist will put your phone on hold and alerts you when somebody's ready to talk. Let's say you're talking to someone on customer service and they put you on hold with the music that kind of feels eternal. Well, your iPhone will put your call in hold and will notify you once that customer service person is back again. In terms of iMessage, we now have chat backgrounds. So you can basically add a wallpaper to your iMessage chat. You can even generate new ones with Image Playground. You now have pause inside of group chats, which is a very big deal, and it's obviously a feature that WhatsApp has had for years now. But it's great if you're discussing on what you should have for dinner in a group with a bunch of friends. If people are indecisive whether they want pizza or sushi, you guys can all decide together now, or whether iOS is better than Android, which I know what we all think of that. We have typing indicators inside of group chats, and obviously so much more. If you're interested in this type of content, by the way, I just uploaded an entire podcast in-depth review of everything that Apple released at WWDC with some incredible guests. I highly recommend it. I'll link inside the ecosystem of the podcast in the description down below. It's free. Go give it a listen. Apple Music has also gotten tons of love with iOS 26. We have Auto Mix now, which basically transitions songs smoothly like a built-in DJ kind of. So it basically matches the beats from the previous song and the upcoming song that's happening. It will match it and we'll have this really, really cool mix called Auto Mix. You also have lyrics pronunciation and translation. So not only maybe you're listening to Bad Bunny, for example, and you don't know what any of those lyrics mean, well, Apple Music will now translate those entire lyrics and tell you how to pronunciate all of those words. A feature that I've been waiting for years is finally here, which is Apple Music Pins. You can finally now pin albums, songs, artists, or even playlists to your Apple Music library. You can have up to 6 and they will all pin there up in the top for easy access. Thank you, Apple. Apple has also launched the brand new app called Apple Games, which is basically the home of all of your gaming on iPhone. So not only will it store, you'll have a home for all of your games all in one place, but you'll be able to play with friends, join challenges, and track updates all within Game Center. So there's obviously so many more features in iOS 26. If you want to see everything that's new with iPadOS 26, you can tap on this video right here, or watchOS 26, tap on this video right here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.